Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you today. I'm coming at you with another video. I know not many people read the comments. Actually, um, like 40%, 50% of people actually do read the comments, but it was I found it to be a great question. I found it to be a question that many probably want to ask, but assume that maybe I would get offended. I've answered this question from several other people, but I don't think that everybody has heard my response. So therefore, I'm going to do this video. That way, I know everybody hears the response, and if anybody wants to talk about it or add to it or whatever, they can. But I'm going to be looking at the computer screen because I'm going to read the question off. All right. This was a question posted on my comment section of just sharing my, the video title is called Just Sharing My Spicy Low Carb Breakfast. And I showed you guys, as I do quite often, just one of my meals that I eat. And I do this because A, it gives people ideas of some of the things that you may can eat if you're trying to go low carb, or either you're on a low carb lifestyle. Because sometimes if you've been on it for a little while, it can be boring. Also, on other times, people don't know much about low carb. They think they know, but they actually don't have visual examples of meals that you can eat besides a salad. Um, Loaded with all kinds of things, but they really don't have, sometimes, because low carb often you have to throw out everything you've learned by about dieting, or about things that has made you fat or things that will make you fat. Everything that you have learned and we're accustomed to knowing, if you're really embarking on a low carb lifestyle and you're doing it the right way, you really have to start from scratch mentally, because everything that we've been taught, everything that we have been programmed to think, is totally against low carb lifestyle or low carb rules. So it's something that's why I always tell you guys, look it up yourself, look into it, get as much information as you can. Don't just go by what you think or what you've heard others say. Research it yourself. Y'all already know I am a research fanatic. Research, research, research. That's what I tell you to do. That's what I recommend. So that's another reason why I do the meals of the day and share them with you guys. Okay. Another reason I share them with you guys is because if anyone sees a weight loss, it feels really good when, um, you can see someone's weight loss, even if it's a little bit or it's gradual, and then you know the meals that they ate to get to that weight loss or to get to that position that they're in at the time. Um, and that's great. Also, I do the videos because it's sort of like a food journal for me. I am able to see exactly what I fixed on what day, and I'm able to know, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have put that in it, or I should have backed off on some of the onions because that gave me a higher carb count, or whatever. I enjoy that because, in fact, even when I used to do low carb and I lost that bunch of weight like 8 months ago, you guys, well, I'm able to actually go back on those videos and look at some of the meals I ate then, either add to it or take it away, because I know that those meals worked. How do I know? Because the scale reflected it. So, therefore, I know for a fact what meals worked, and I can again add to it or take away whatever I like, whatever I feel like eating that day, by just simply looking at a video that I did low carb from 8 months ago. All of my low carb meals and dishes and things like that, recipes, are on here. If you go back, it'll reflect it in the title. Again, just go back like 7 or 8 months ago, maybe 9 months ago, and you'll see a bunch of low carb meals just like I do now. Well, enough about that. So let me see what many minutes I'm at. Okay, we're at 4.5 minutes. You want to check it, y'all? We're at 4.5 minutes. Okay, so it said, the comment. Good morning, sis. Sis, I have okay, I have a problem. I mean, I have a question. Before I continue, this is in no um means a message of prosecution. Just out of curiosity. Okay, you seem as if you have all the right tools to lose your weight on your own, and from watching your videos, you have lost weight on your own currently. Are you doing, and you're doing such a awesome job at it as well. Why did you choose surgery if you have such strength and willpower? Question mark. Is it for faster results, or do you feel as if you can't continue to maintain losing weight for a long period of time on your own? I thought that was a great question. Again, I've answered this question in several different videos before on comments, but again, not everybody sees the answer. So that's again why I'm doing this video. My response really will enlighten you guys. Hopefully it will, and it'll basically get you to the mindset that I'm at, and why I am continuing forward, even though I've lost weight before on low carb, even though I've currently lost a little weight being on low carb currently, and even though I know that low carb lifestyle works, even the vegetarian lifestyle that I did for 3 months works. Um, but this is the answer to why, even though I know these other things work, and I'm pretty sure it's millions of other things out there, or methods that work as well, that I have tried, that I gave up on, or that I haven't tried, and that I know still probably works. Because it's many different ways to get to our destination. We could take different vehicles, but we all going to arrive at the same destination, and that's what matters. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of things out there that I haven't embarked on that works. And in knowing that, why am I still choosing to have my weight loss surgery? My answer: it's not about strong willpower, for I fail some days or fall some days, as I have told y'all before. But it's about having a long-term tool to assist me. For example, some tools, if used right, you simply can't eat a certain level of food. Now, I didn't put this part. I'm elaborating on that part. When I say that, you some tools, if used properly, you simply can't eat to a certain level. Um, if you use the tool properly, that's the key word. Okay, so I don't need anybody telling me, oh, but you could stretch your pouch or this and that. I understand that. That's not using your tool properly. So I'm only addressing if you use your tool properly. Now, if you use your tool properly, it's virtually impossible to eat 2 pizzas. Now, I can't eat 2 pizzas now, but I'm just saying that it's impossible to eat that if you're using your tool properly all the time for a long period of time. Because it's just like anything else. Like if you have a rubber band, if you don't stretch that rubber band, it's not going to necessarily stretch to be real big and out of shape. It's not going to do that. If you constantly are just using the rubber band as it's supposed to be, it's not going to wind up stretching way bigger than it's supposed to be. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So if I'm using that tool properly all the time, it trains itself, as well as training my body, and I'm working on training my mind separately from that. All of that in conjunction will wind up being positive results and allowing me being a tool so that I don't um, go way overboard. Okay, so that's just elaborating on that part. I wrote after that, after I said that you simply can't eat to a certain level. I wrote, so that's what I need long term. We all have willpower. Some may have more than others. But who wants to fall and get up, fall and get up, fall and get up, over and over and over again, battle after battle, when they can just simply get help with it? It's just like riding a bike. If you fall and get on, fall and get on, fall and get on, well, chances are you may need training wheels. So that was my response. So I hope that you guys understand what I meant by that. I hope you understood the metaphors I was using. I hope you understand that, like I said, just like if you use the example of a bike, if I keep riding a bike over and fall, and over again and fall, and over again and fall, you can keep getting on that bike if you want to 1,000,000 times. But if you fall 1,000,000 times, guess what? You may need some additional assistance. You may need an additional tool. Why not go ahead, if they're available? Why not go ahead and put some training wheels on it? After all, you'll still be able to ride the bike, but you'll be able to actually ride the bike without falling every single time. So I hope that this basically explained to you guys, because like I said, I thought it was an excellent question, because I know that it's others out there that may ask the same thing and just don't go about it, or either they go about it in a wrong way. I think she did it in a very respectful way, a way that can't be construed as being negative or trying to throw salt on the game or whatever. I think that she asked it with with class and respect for me. I think that she asked it with just being honest, and not trying to be hurtful. I felt that, and that's why I responded in the way that I did. I always tell you guys, I've been doing YouTube for 2 years, but I've been doing YouTube for 2 years, but I've been doing it at a certain level, meaning that I put out a lot of videos. Y'all know I have over 2,000 videos, so I'm not that new to this. I don't always get mad at everybody's comment. I do get mad at people that I can tell their comment is being condescending, or I can tell that their comment is being underhanded or backhanded. I do get mad at the comments that all of a sudden I've never seen them before and they come out and say that they're subby, and the first thing they say is something negative. Yeah, I do, because you say you're a subby and been a subby for 6 months, but I've never seen you comment. But of course, your first comment is something negative. Yeah, that's a little shaky. I mean, that's something to make you go, put it that way. And also, I have people that only comment on negative videos, or videos that can be construed as negative. They never have anything positive to say on the videos. Well, they never have anything to say, period, on the videos that are positive, uplifting, inspiring, sharing something that I bought, or sharing something that I received. Never a comment then. But let it be something that maybe is going to result some drama, or going to be perceived in a certain way to certain people, whatever. Then that's when they comment. So again, that's something to make you go, So it's not that I'm always defensive to people. It's just that I know who to be defensive to. And being honest, if you're not a subby that rolls with me all the time, I don't know your intentions. That's normal. I don't pretend to know your intentions. And if I don't know your intentions, and if it sounds a little shaky to me, and I look at the whole scenarios that you guys don't see, because you don't see every message. Remember that. Nor do you have time to see all the messages I get. I get thousands of messages. It's no way, shape, or form, because I get sometimes when people see that I answer somebody in a way that I lashed back. You shouldn't have lashed back. They wasn't saying that. So first of all, you don't know what they were saying. First and foremost, because if it wasn't you, and that's a whole nother story. I'm not even gonna go there. But if it wasn't you that made that message, how do you know what tone they use? How do you know their intentions? Another thing to make you go, So, therefore, oh, and the other thing is, you may haven't seen the other 25 comments I've received from that person. Yeah, the one that you read didn't sound like they were getting too smart, but you may don't haven't seen the 25 they sent me in the past month or so, that they were getting smart, and I never posted the comment, or I posted it and you just didn't see it because I have so many videos. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people need to stay in their own lane and mind their own business in some ways, because you don't know what the vlogger or the person that's doing YouTube, the actual person that's doing videos, have endured with specific people. Okay, or you don't know their pattern. The people that's commenting, you don't know the pattern that the vlogger knows. So and I just feel like this: let the vlogger, myself, express their self and express their thoughts just as you do. I mean, you can't ask somebody to not express their self, but then you be able to express yourself, and that's fine, and that's acceptable. That doesn't make sense. So in this case, the message that I was talking about, I had no problem with her asking. I thought it was an excellent question. I hope I thoroughly answered it. I hope I gave you an aha moment of, oh, that's why. Because maybe even if you're not just talking about me, but you may be seeing somebody else that's having a surgery and they lost maybe 60, 70, 80 pounds. And you're like, well, why is she having a surgery? Because of the scenario that I just gave you. Like I said, if you keep riding a bike and you keep falling, chances are, depending on how many times you fell, you may need some training wheels. So, on that note, you guys, I love you all so much. I hope that I've explained myself fully, and I hope that you took something away from this message. All right, you guys, love you all so much, and be blessed.